Morning everyone. I thought I'd come on and share some success. Oh, the fan is blowing my hair. I look like Beyonce. Obviously don't look like Beyonce. Feel like Beyonce. So I wanted to share some success as we come to the end of the school year. One of my children started in year 7 at the beginning of this year, and she was really obviously anxious, worried about how this year was going to pan out, because it's a big change, isn't it, year 7? And so I said to her, don't focus on learning, focus on everything else. Focus on developing relationships with new friends, navigating through new friendships and new friendship groups. Focus on developing relationships with your teachers, understanding the differences between primary school and secondary school, and the fact that you have to move around a lot more. Pay attention to your senses, pay attention to how it physically makes you feel, pay attention to your emotions, everything other than learning. And we got to the end of the first term, and my daughter is a September baby and always been sort of top of the class, very bright, just naturally, because she's one of the oldest in the years. And what we found was, at the end of the first term, her results academically were pretty awful. And she looked at it and she was really disappointed in herself. And so I coached her through that and said, please trust my process. Everything will come good in the end. Continue to focus on all the things that I've asked you to focus on. I mean, you don't have to take my advice, but I kind of know what I'm doing. So give it a go. And we worked together, and there were highs, there were lows. I was there to scoop her up when she needed it, coach her, build her self-esteem, do all the things that parents do. And we've ended the year. She has a really good understanding of her place in that school. She feels like a real confident member of their community. She's enjoyed every part of it. Yes, there's been highs and lows, like I've said, but we've gone through it together. And that togetherness is what is absolutely vital, that connection. And she's ended the school year with the most tremendous grades, putting absolutely zero effort or conscious effort into the actual learning. But everything else was focused on. So what I want to say is, for those of you have got children going into year 7 or into a new school year next year, get them to focus on the stuff that schools don't get them to focus on. So emotions and themselves, their physical responses to things, because the learning will just naturally happen if they're content and ready.